If you thought that I was done talking about Akasha, I'm not. But today, I wanted to actually address this comment here. It reads, "We are not guaranteed that Akasha will be black. She isn't in the book." That is correct. But I do hope that with this comment, you did not mean that Akasha could potentially be white, because that is also false because of the area that Akasha was born and grew up in. So let's get into that. Now, it did take me a few days to actually make this video because I wanted to make sure that I got all the information proper and precise before coming onto the internet and spewing my opinion about if they didn't cast a black Akasha, who they would choose. The name or word Akasha actually comes from Hindu cosmology. I suck at words, guys. I'm so sorry. It derives from Hindu cosmology and is also used in different parts of the world as well. And in Hindu cosmology, they actually call it Aether. It's also known as Aether. Aester. I hope I'm saying that right. And of course, the character of Akasha actually was born in Uruk. U-R-U-K. Uruk, which is now modern Iraq. Akasha was born in 4025 BCE, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to go on Google just to make sure. I'll put a picture of the correct time frame here. But she was born a very, very long time ago. During the time that she was alive, she was a queen and she was married to Ankil. I also have my thoughts about who should be cast as Ankil, so maybe stay tuned for that video if y'all are interested. Akasha was also known to have a very slim build, very sharp but feminine features, and a very soft and sensual voice. I do believe that all the women that I chose in my previous video did fit that bill, but I would like to see some options in regards to Middle Eastern choices, so let's get into that. My first option, Simone Ashley. She's been in the industry for quite some time, but her most recognizable role was that of Kate in the Netflix series Bridgerton. She is a British actress, but her ethnicity is Indian. If you have seen Bridgerton, you know this girl knows how to serve some on-screen passion and realness. I mean, come on. The face is beautiful, the body is really giving it to me, and I genuinely think that she would do a good job. I think for the most part, all the roles that she has played thus far have been people that are very sweet and kind and stuff like that. I would love to see her as like a ravenous beast. I would love to see what she could do in like a spooky role, like being cast as Akasha. You cannot deny this girl is beautiful, and you absolutely can't deny that she is definitely a good actress. So she would definitely be one of my picks. On to the next. My next pick, Sofia Boutella. Sophia is an action movie baddie and is absolutely stunning. A lot of people might recognize her from, I think, the second Kingsman movie, if I'm not mistaken, as well as The Mummy. Oh yes, she was in The Mummy, the new like reboot, the 2017 Mummy. She was like the Mummy. Sophia is from France and her ethnicity is Algerian. I think her experience in all of these different settings and all these different movies really does give her a little bit of an edge. Not only is she gorgeous, she always plays this like villainy sort of vixen in a way. I do remember her from Kingsman. She had like swords for legs, and she's like ting 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 ting, like running around, which was really cool. She did a fantastic job. So I genuinely think that she would be a really, really good candidate because she is a really good actress. Despite all of her like fighting and stuff like that she does in her movies, she does really act really, really well. I would love to see her in that show. Honestly, she's beautiful. Her face is very like angular yet feminine and masculine at the same time. I feel like her features are just so sharp and pretty, and I genuinely think that she could fit the role of Akasha really, really well. But on to the next. I'm gonna try to make this video not as long as the last one. I'm sorry about the last one. Next up on my list is Naomi Scott. Now, if you don't recognize Naomi, you've been living literally under a rock for years. How do you not know her? She was literally in one of the most popular movies of 2024, Smile 2. Come on. She's a British actress. Her father was an Englishman, and her mother is actually Indian. We all know that Naomi Scott is beautiful. We all know that Naomi Scott is a great actress. She played Jasmine as well in the Aladdin live action movie. And like I said, she also played in Smile 2. So there is no doubt in my mind that she would do a fantastic job as Akasha. I feel like I don't really need to like sell her up very much. She's that girl. On to the next. And last but not least, Yara Shahibi. I know what you're thinking. Yara Shahibi? Isn't she black? Yes and no. She is an American actress. Her mother is African American, native here to the United States of America, and her father is actually Iranian. And of course, I know, everybody that sees her face is going to see her as that same little girl that we've seen on TV for many, many years now. But she is a grown woman, okay? She's a grown woman and a very good actress at that. There's just something really alluring behind her face, behind her eyes, and I feel like people kind of have her in this sort of like childlike headspace, very infantile sort of headspace that they can't see her outside of that. But I think it's time for her to break them shackles. Yes, ma'am. We know she has the acting chops. We know that she's gorgeous. And look at this picture. That's a grown woman. She could do whatever she wants. Sorry, Beyonce, love you. But she is gorgeous, and she also has a lot of experience with working in TV shows and everything, so I feel like she would also do a really, really good job. I would love to see her in a more mature role as well. Like I said, a lot of people still see her as this little girl that we have all grown up with, and I think it's time to break that. I want to see her in some horror stuff. I want to see her with blood. I want to see her with all the things. I want to see her do all the things. I want all the things, yes. So as of right now, those are my picks for a non-black Akasha. Of course, if you have any other options, please leave them in the comments. I know there were several people that left comments in my other video in regards to their choices of Akasha, which I do plan on making another video because somebody said FKA Twigs. Girl, I'm here for that. And maybe in the next video, I'll also talk about the casting of Ankil, her Akasha's spouse, her king, because I also have thoughts about that, because I feel like Ankil could be a key character, but he needs to be played by some. You know what? I'm gonna leave that for the next video. So be sure to follow, be sure to leave a like and leave a comment down below and share it with your friends, because once again, I don't have anyone to talk to about any of this. So please be my friend. Please talk to me about it in the comments. I spit everywhere. That was disgusting. Bye.